Hey, what's up everybody? It's that guy Skimpy, and today I'm going to be showing you the Ned Rig inside of the test tank. And whenever you hear Ned Rig, you always hear about the TRD. And although this does work great, there's other baits that you can use for the Ned Rig. One, I like a double tail grub. One thing I do is I cut off a little bit, but yeah, a double tail grub works great. Another thing is really small lizard. Lizard works great. Then you have a craw. Then you have the zipper drop shot worm by do-itmolds. And you also the zipper goby. The zipper goby doesn't necessarily stand straight up like it's supposed to, but it's still a very effective Ned Rig bait. All right, so we're gonna be filming this. I got my boy Big Headed Ant right there filming, and he's actually gonna be the puppeteer. All right, guys, that guy Skimpy. All right, so the first up is the TRD. You notice when he goes up and down, it stays straight up and down. And that's kind of the action you're looking for on a Ned Rig, is that you want it to stay straight up and down. All right, so what we have here is just a small lizard, and you notice it's still standing straight up, and but it has a tail on it, so it gives a little bit more action. So if you're looking for a little bit more action, you can do something like this. This is a great alternative to a TRD. Whenever you're picking out a bait for a Ned Rig, you always want to make sure that there's no salt in it. The salt's going to make it sink, and it's not going to be as buoyant, so it's not going to stand straight up. Okay, the next one here is actually my favorite one. It's the zipper goby by do-itmolds. And what I do is I actually cut off a little bit, so makes it a little bit shorter. Still stands straight up. More of a wiggle action. The cool thing about the zipper goby, man, you can put it on a Ned Rig, you can drop shot it, you can Texas rig it. Man, this zipper goby is probably one of my favorite baits. All right, this one right here is a DS minnow by Fisher Brothers. It's a 4-inch. This is actually one of my go-to drop shot baits, but it also works great as a Ned Rig bait. All right, so this one right here is also one of my favorites. It's the drop shot zipper worm. Has a little bit more of a wiggle action there. Alright, so this is the Mad Dad 3XL craw by Do-It-Molds. I love using this one for a Ned rig. If you notice, the claws just stand straight up, like kind of like an attack position, I guess. I did cut off a little bit out of the bottom. Okay, so this is the last one. This is just a double-tail grub. And, you know, I do cut off the bottom a little bit, but I like it because it has, you know, a lot of action to it when it's dropped, on the drop there. Like mentioned before, man, there's so many baits that you can use for the Ned rig that not a lot of people are using. Everybody just always goes right to the TRD. But you know, the TRD is a great bait. But yeah, there's so many other baits that you can use. Alright guys, so there you have it. A bunch of different baits that we use in the test tank for the Ned rig. I'm actually interested in what you guys think of the baits that I chose, the baits that I use for the Ned rig. And I'm also interested in if you have a different bait in mind that you use for the Ned rig. Please comment below those ones. Thanks to Big Headed Ant back here, you know, helping me make this video, man. I super appreciate it. Shout out to Do-It-Molds, Trigger Happy Comfort Grips, C2 Castware, and look out for the Legion of Bass, baby. Alright, that guy Skimpy, please subscribe.